1 Samuel chapters 18 through 20 tells a remarkable story of support and commitment from two different relationships David had in his life. King Saul was very jealous of David due to the fact that David had just killed Goliath and gained support of the Israelite people. 1 Samuel chapter 18 gives us the history as to why Saul was so jealous of David. Verse 7 tells us as David was returning home from killing Goliath, the women would dance and chant, "Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s." Reading through chapters 19 through 20, we read how Michal, Saul's daughter and David's wife, and Jonathan, Saul's son and David's friend, assisted David in escaping Saul's servants who were sent to kill him. In 1 Samuel chapters 18, 11 through 14, Michal heard that Saul would send messengers to their house to kill David. So Michal sent David away and put items in his bed to make it appear that he was there. We also read in 1 Samuel chapter 20, Jonathan also heard of another attempt of Saul to kill David. In hearing this, Jonathan and David devised a plan of shooting 3 arrows and then sending a messenger out to get them, and depending upon where the messenger went to retrieve the arrows, that would let David know of Saul's plans to kill David. Both Michal and Jonathan show qualities that are essential in any type of relationships: loyalty, trust, support, courage, security, and love. When you are in a relationship with someone, whether it be a family relationship, a friend, a coworker, a spouse, these characteristics are good foundations to build on. We need to support ourselves with people who can help us get through the hard times. We all walk parallel paths. We just walk them at different times. We need our friends and family to give us support, just as David needed Michal and Jonathan. We also have to realize that this is a two-way street. We need to provide good support and encouragement to those around us. If you're working in an environment that is bad, be the first to be the change you want to see. Step up and offer encouragement. Check your own attitude. If your marriage is struggling, start by being unselfish and offering support to your spouse. This reminds me of a poem written by Margaret Fishback Powers. One night I dreamed a dream, and as I was walking along the beach with my Lord, across the dark sky flashed scenes from my life. For each scene I noticed two sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to me and one to my Lord. After the last scene of my life flashed before me, I looked back at the footprints in the sand. I noticed that at many times along the path of my life, especially at the very lowest and saddest times, there was only one set of footprints. This really troubled me, so I asked the Lord about it. Lord, you said once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the saddest and most troublesome times of my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand why. When I needed you the most, you would leave me. He whispered, "My precious child, I love you and will never leave you. Never ever during your trials and testings. When you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you." My challenge for us today is for us to realize there will be times we need to be the one that is the support staff for our friendships. But there will also be times that we will need to take advantage of those around us for support. We also need to realize that even in the darkest times, our Lord will always support us.